I'm at the Ford booth at the Pacific Northwest Overland Expo, and the Bronco has taken over the booth. There's actually 4 different Broncos in this booth, and they're all different. So it kind of showcases how Ford has really tried to create really niche vehicles that target different users and different profiles of how you might use your off-road vehicle. So let's take a look at each of these Broncos and see how they are all Bronco, but they're all different. Now I want to take a minute to talk about the sponsor for this vlog and the ones who invited me to their booth this year, Extrusion Overland. I've had their rack on my truck for over a year now, and it's a very secure platform. I really like it. But keep in mind, I've also gone for a very streamlined setup for a speedy pre-lander build. If you're more into traditional overlanding and want to carry more, you can. These modular rack systems have so many additional features, you can customize your setup to your heart's desire. Want access to your bed from the side? Using gas struts, you can customize the side mounting areas to lift quickly for convenient access. Take note, you can mount just about anything to the sides of the rack using traditional molly plates to full-on cases for storage, or even a water tank for a shower. Additional innovations include a rack slide that fits above the bed cover and can deploy at 2/3 length or full length, and is rated for 200 pounds or 150 pounds respectively. An A-wing upright system that allows you to mount anything from a traditional A-wing to a fold-out shower for those extra long, multi-day overland trips. And if you don't want to drill into your roof to mount a roof rack like I did, Extrusion Overlands has an over-the-cab extension to the rack system. This option is for half or quarter roof racks and will neatly connect from your extrusion bed rack over the roof of your vehicle, supported by rubber mounts, and has a load capacity of up to 200 pounds. If you are considering a rack solution for your overland rig, visit extrusionoverland.com/Whalen or follow the link in the description below, and don't forget to use the discount code THEWHALEN for 10% off at checkout. The Bronco Sport is the budget-friendly option. Realistically, it's not going to be as capable as the other Bronco models. This is a crossed-over-sized SUV using the Bronco name. It's fine for use as a grocery getter with a fair amount of space and comfortable interior, and it can get you out on camps or on easy trails for weekend getaways. But if you want to do more challenging trails or hardcore off-roading, you are better off upgrading to another Bronco model. The Bronco Badlands is geared for the trail-happy, rock-crawling bunch. This is the Bronco that might make Jeep owners turn their heads on the trail when they see one come crawling up over the bend. Some of the cool features this one touts include the front stabilizer, bar disconnect, electronic front and rear axle lockers, and an advanced 4x4 system that Ford calls automatic on-demand engagement. Basically, an electronically controlled 4x4 system that includes 4 driving modes and neutral, on demand with power varying to the front wheels based on terrain. If I was going to get a Bronco for crawling, this might be the version I'd get. The Bronco Everglades is targeted at the niche audience of off-roaders who might be taking their rig through swamps and the mud. This Bronco features what Ford calls the Sasquatch Package, which takes a lot of their off-road features and makes it a turnkey option on 35-inch tires. Front and rear electronic lockers, front stabilizer bar disconnect, and the Haas 2.0 system with Bilstein shocks, and fender flares. The additional winch and snorkel seem a little gimmicky to me, but for the muddy swamp theme of this Bronco, it's a good fit. Finally, the Bronco Raptor. I have to say this Bronco looks awesome. And if you're not going to be hammering desert trails in an F-150 Raptor, why not do it in a Bronco Raptor? The width of the Bronco Raptor is very noticeable. Ford took note of all the things that work for the F-150 Raptor and put them into the Bronco recipe. The power plant is a 3-liter EcoBoost V6 paired with the 10-speed automatic transmission for pre-runner speeds. The suspension is bumped up to Haas 4.0 with Fox Live Valve 3.1 internal bypass semi-active dampers. Basically, this helps with travel at speed, with 13 inches of travel up front and 14 inches in the rear. A significant upgrade from other Bronco models, and of course, Ford listened to the chorus of voices in their customer base that crave bigger tread and put this Bronco Raptor on 37-inch tires. All in all, it's a really awesome blend of F-150 and Bronco under the Raptor sub-brand. Ford also had a small test track to showcase some of the features of the Bronco. Now, this is not a breakneck thrill ride, but it was a good sales demonstration, and it's great to see Ford making stops at events like Overland Expo to engage with their customer base. This track featured simulated terrain to show off features like the electronic lockers, front stabilizer bar disconnect, and pretty much any of the turnkey features you'd find in the Sasquatch package. I'll also add the staff there at the event was super knowledgeable and helpful, answering all my questions along the way.
Come on in.
All right.
That was cool. It's Dave.
Thank you.
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Capital.
Good. I was looking to see. Can't record me when I'm looking for stuff.
Oh.
Make me look bad.
I'll edit that out.
I can't remember if I think it's just all electric stay bar disconnect. I don't think it's electrical or hydraulic.
I think you're right. I actually have a 2018 Raptor, so.
Okay. Well, I've spent a lot of
We're
time.
all electrical disconnects on that as well. Or it's, I don't know. I don't have sway bars anymore because mine are gone. But
we worked a lot on the Raptor project too. Before it was even had a Raptor name.
awesome.
This has goat modes. You know about the goat modes, right? Goes over any terrain. Goat modes. It lets us select where type of terrain we're in, and we're in rocks right now and rock crawling type atmosphere. So that's the type of mode we're in. We're gonna be in rock crawl. Now, if you're in Baja or desert or sand, slippery, you know, you can just change your goat mode to whatever type of terrain you're in. It makes it more intuitive for the novice driver, but also keeps it entertaining for the enthusiast. Side hill action. I think it's 23, 24 degrees. I think at its maximum. Get twisted up right there.
Pretty neat. I actually have a little YouTube channel, and I take my Raptor around, and I call it a pre-lander. Actually, it's a cross between an overlander and a pre-runner.
Okay, cool. Well, I've done a lot of pre-running. Camped in my car, so does that make me?
There you go.
Alright, front and rear locking differentials, easy electronic lockers, push button right there. We're going to drop it down to one more gear down. We were in first, now we dropped it down into that crawler gear, and it's going to give us that, I guess, about 90 to 1 overall crawl ratio, something like that. I didn't do the math yet. I'll do it.
Manual transmission, that's
Manual in this one, yeah, so it's a 2.3 liter, 300 horsepower, 325 foot-pound torque engine.
So are you on the R&D side at Ford?
We used to be. We do a lot of durability testing and things like that for Ford. So my company's a subcontracting company.
Got it. Okay, yeah.
Has all the auxiliary switches. Did I talk about those already?
Nope,
Wired
but
in and ready to go.
Totally used to that. Yep.
Yeah, so you just find where the wire terminates and plug into that, and away you go.
You take this out and steer down any Jeep guys?
Oh, go over there and mess with them? No. No. We already know we're better. Gotta prove it. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, they're both very interesting tools, and I think it's great to have good, healthy competition, and it makes each other grow, and we appreciate Jeep, and I think they appreciate us.
Oh, we gotta do this game, huh? Oh, this is specifically designed to test this feature, isn't it?
Well, to show you, to demonstrate the feature, yes. So, two things are being demonstrated right now is the use of the locker and how that works by carrying one tire up in the air and having one on the ground. If there's one tire touching the ground, you're going to go some direction. So we're going to activate both the front and rear locker.
And teeter.
Put our tire back on the ground. Just gonna roll right off of it. Just like that. Now, if I was really four-wheeling and doing my thing, I'd already have it disconnected. Not worry about it. Just like you would in Raptor.
I physically went in and took mine out because I updated all the suspension underneath the truck. I would actually be curious to know if you know of any like aftermarket solutions on that, because we've been looking for like a sway bar disconnect, like manual type. But
Anti-Rock does stuff for Jeep. So as we come to the top here, we have, but I don't know how that would be applicable to the Raptor. They might have some, just like they would on a Jeep, where you have the upper, and you have it attached to your axle, and then they pull out a link. You know, you could do a linkage system maybe with this.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking. Like for street versus off road, like physically pull it off. Well, that's an overview of the Broncos they have in the booth at Pacific Northwest Overland Expo. And as you can see, there's different versions and different use cases for various different customers for the Bronco. I'm going to equate that to D&D terms, and I think of these trucks like character classes of D&D. So you've got the rock-crawling wizard of the Badlands, or the capable ranger in the Everglades, and the crushing barbarian of the desert here with the Bronco Raptor. And then, of course, you can also be an NPC with the Bronco Sport. That's it from Overland Expo Pacific Northwest this year. Thank you to Extrusion Overlands for inviting me to your booth this year. And if you like this content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel with the wind, and thanks for watching.